What if laughter is the secret doorway to wisdom? What if those witty, sometimes cheeky, sayings from the Irish aren't just jokes shared in a pub, but deep truths about love, marriage, and happiness? At Inner Stillness, we believe that wisdom doesn't always come from serious teachings. Sometimes it echoes from the hearty laughter in the corner of a small pub. Today, we're going to dive into the humorous yet profound sayings about love from the Irish. But it's not just about having a good laugh. We'll also listen closely to what these sayings truly teach us about love, connection, and the spontaneous beauty of life. The truth through laughter, love, laughter, and a little bit of drink. Marriage is like a hot bath. Once you're used to it, it's no longer hot. This sounds funny, doesn't it? And yet, there's so much truth in it. It reflects a reality that we often see in relationships: the initial excitement, the passionate flame of love, eventually gives way to familiarity. The spark we once felt seems to fade as the routine sets in. But perhaps, the real lesson here isn't in keeping the water hot, but in learning to enjoy the warmth once you've settled into it. The Irish love to tease about love, but not to belittle it. Rather, they remind us not to take things too seriously. The humor behind this saying isn't about making light of marriage, but about recognizing that love is not just about the initial thrill. It's about finding joy and contentment in the daily moments, in the shared experiences, in the quiet that grows over time. It's easy to get lost in the desire to keep that initial heat alive. But what we forget is that love, just like a bath, evolves. The warmth may not always be intense, but it's constant. The challenge is to appreciate the comfort of familiarity and to laugh with your partner through the changes. Love isn't about controlling the intensity, it's about enjoying the journey. Even in the quiet moments, love needs to be laughed with, not controlled. When we stop trying to keep the fire burning at all costs and learn to appreciate the warmth of companionship, that's when we truly find the depth of love. Wisdom in a glass of whiskey, the Irish way of love. The way to keep love alive is to share whiskey, but never share secrets. It sounds playful, doesn't it? But it holds a deep truth. A lasting relationship requires sharing, but it also requires maintaining personal space. This saying reflects the delicate balance in relationships. Share enough to create a bond, but keep enough to remain yourself. It's easy to get caught up in the idea that love means giving everything to the other person, losing yourself in the process. But true love doesn't require that. It's about finding harmony between intimacy and individuality. Sharing your thoughts, experiences, and life with your partner is essential. But there's a line you must draw where you preserve your own identity. Love doesn't mean losing yourself. Share, but don't lose who you are. Flirting and honesty, but never without depth. An Irish pickup line is, "Are you awake yet?" Flirting is just rehearsal for the real thing. Behind the humor lies a simple truth: love doesn't have to be complicated. In a world full of dating rules, the Irish remind us that fun and sincerity are the best foundations for a relationship. They teach us that the best way to begin is with a smile and a genuine connection, rather than following rigid formulas or playing games. It's easy to get caught up in all the expectations of how a relationship should start. But sometimes, the most meaningful connections begin with lightheartedness and honesty. It's not about overthinking or following a script. It's about sharing laughter and being real with each other. Love begins with a smile, not a formula. Imperfection is what makes it perfect. True love is when you can laugh at each other's terrible cooking and bad dancing. This statement sounds lighthearted, but beneath the humor lies a profound truth about love. In a world that constantly pushes us to portray perfect relationships, whether on social media or through idealized images of love, we often forget that the real magic of love is not in perfection, but in the shared, imperfect moments, the awkward moments, the mistakes, and even the failures. These are what truly bond two people together, because they are experienced with authenticity and vulnerability. The Irish, in their unique wisdom, remind us that true love doesn't require perfection. It's about laughter when things don't go according to plan, and about finding joy in the messy, imperfect moments that life throws our way. There's a beauty in embracing each other's flaws and enjoying those moments of vulnerability together. It's through these imperfections that we build trust, connection, and a deeper sense of intimacy. Don't search for perfection in love. Search for someone who can laugh with you in the messy moments, and who will stand by you in the imperfections. Because in the end, it's those moments that create lasting love, not the polished, perfect ones. Wine and love, both must be strong. In love, like in whiskey, moderation is for the faint-hearted. The Irish teach us that if you're going to love, love wholeheartedly. If you're going to live boldly. And if it hurts, hurt because you've loved truly and completely. It's easy to fall into the trap of holding back in relationships, afraid of getting hurt or disappointed. But the true essence of love, as the Irish remind us, is in giving your all, without reservations. Love deeply, passionately, and don't shy away from the intensity of it. The heart that loves fully is the heart that feels deeply, both in joy and in pain. Love, like whiskey, should be savored in its full strength. There's no room for half-heartedness, no place for hesitation. The beauty of a truly rich relationship is in its depth, its commitment, and the willingness to experience all of its highs and lows. Live fully, love fully, and don't look back with regrets. The richest experiences come from embracing life and love with all of your heart. The silent language of tea and potatoes. An Irish person might not say, "I love you," but they'll make you tea. And that's enough. You know it's love when you fight for the last potato. Love doesn't always require flowery words. Sometimes, love is found in the small, thoughtful actions that speak louder than any words ever could. The Irish know that love is about more than just saying the right things. It's in the quiet moments, like when someone makes you a cup of tea without you asking. Or when you fight over the last potato because it's something shared. A moment of connection. These small gestures of care, of being present, of putting the other person's needs before your own, are what truly define love. The beauty of love lies in the simplicity of the everyday, in the quiet acts of kindness and thoughtfulness that don't need to be expressed in grand declarations. Love doesn't need to be said too much, just be genuinely present. The pub, the glass of whiskey, and presence. May your love be as strong as Irish coffee, and twice as sweet. Irish coffee is a perfect blend of bitterness, sweetness, warmth, and just a touch of alcohol, much like love itself. The beauty of love lies in its complexity. It's not just about the sweet moments, but also about embracing the sharp edges, the rough patches, and the challenges that come with it. Like Irish coffee, love is a mix of contrasting flavors that come together to create something unforgettable. The bitterness and sweetness balance each other out, just like the ups and downs of a relationship. This is a reminder that love isn't always perfect, it's the mix of sweet and tough moments. The ability to accept and appreciate each other's flaws and strengths, that makes it truly beautiful. The most beautiful love is when you love both the sweetness and the strong edges of each other. The fool with wisdom. They say love is blind, but the Irish know that after a few drinks, it's also deaf and dumb. We've all done foolish things in the name of love. But instead of denying it or pretending it doesn't happen, the Irish embrace that foolishness and turn it into something charming. Love often makes us act in ways we might look back on and laugh at. Yet, there's wisdom in acknowledging our vulnerabilities and imperfections. The Irish know that laughter and self-deprecation are powerful ways to navigate the unpredictable and often illogical nature of love. Rather than being embarrassed by our actions, they teach us to laugh at ourselves and find joy in the messiness of love. True wisdom is sometimes knowing how to laugh at yourself. The philosophy of flirting. Flirting with an Irish person is like trying to catch the wind, fun, unpredictable, and ends with a pint of beer. Life is much like flirting, it's not about possession, but about enjoying the journey. The Irish remind us that happiness is not a destination, but the steps we take along the way. We often try to control love, to lock it down, to hold on tight, but true love, like flirting, is about being in the moment, enjoying the connection without expectation or restraint. The magic of love lies in its spontaneity, its unpredictability, and the joy of simply being present with one another. Love isn't about ownership, it's about the freedom to soar together, sharing the ride, and embracing the beauty of uncertainty. Love is not to be held, but to be shared, and to fly together. The philosophy of flirting. Flirting with an Irish person is like trying to catch the wind, fun, unpredictable, and ends with a pint of beer. Life is much like flirting, it's not about possession, but about enjoying the journey. The Irish remind us that happiness is not a destination, but the steps we take along the way. We often try to control love, to lock it down, to hold on tight, but true love, like flirting, is about being in the moment, enjoying the connection without expectation or restraint. The magic of love lies in its spontaneity, its unpredictability, and the joy of simply being present with one another. Love isn't about ownership, it's about the freedom to soar together, sharing the ride, and embracing the beauty of uncertainty. Love is not to be held, but to be shared, and to fly together. Don't let the roof fall, or the bed break. May the roof over your head never collapse, and the bed beneath you never break. This wish is both humorous and practical, and it encapsulates the wisdom in Irish philosophy. It's not about perfection, it's about stability and joy that lasts. The Irish know that life isn't always about striving for perfection, but about finding durability in the everyday, in the things that truly matter. A strong roof over your head and a bed that supports you are simple, but they represent the foundation for a fulfilling life. It's not about having the fanciest house or the most luxurious bed, it's about having something that lasts and stands the test of time. In love and life, stability often outweighs perfection. It's the small, enduring things that create true happiness. True happiness lies in endurance, not in perfection. Why we laugh, why we love, and why it matters. These witty sayings might make you laugh, but behind that laughter lies something deeper. Love doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be real. Laughter is a sacred form of healing, and sometimes, sharing a drink can be as intimate as sharing a loving word. Which saying resonated with you the most? Which one made you smile and nod in agreement? We'd love to hear your favorite quote in the comments below. If this video made you smile or gave you a burst of positive energy, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your loved ones. At Inner Stillness, we share inspiring quotes, life lessons, wisdom, and success, because sometimes, the words that change your life might come to you in the middle of a good laugh at the pub.